Welcome to another qualifying guide, and last week this qualifying guide was absolutely superb in terms of views, and I'm hoping we can do the same again and help so many more players out like we did last week. Qualifying this week comes from the Saudi Arabian GP. Yes, we have the real F1 race back this weekend, and we have the GP to follow in F1 Clash. Saudi Arabia, UAE, Abu Dhabi, Canada, and Saudi Arabia, Jeddah again. So let's get into the strategies. We'll keep it nice and quick that you want to follow for this week's qualifying session. So the first and the last track, both dry, is Jeddah. Definitely an aero, tyre and speed track. It is a very difficult track to overtake in places, almost like a bit of Monaco, but then it does open up into some better and more decent overtaking opportunities. So the boosts around here that you want to use, recommended: Dead Fast, Firework, Sharp, Lumberjack, Voice, Taurus. So all boosts with speed, overtaking, fuel, and Taurus on there for tyres and fuel, because we all know tyres is pretty bad around Jeddah. Key overtaking spots at Jeddah: turns 1, turns 4, turns 13, 22 and 27. I know the numbers are little on the screen, but there's only so much I can do. So you've got first corner and you've got pretty much major. The bottom hairpin and the top hairpin is pretty much the big ones to call out. Looking at the strategies for Jeddah then, so driver 1, if they're starting at near the front, 2-2, 2-2 with Firework, works a treat. And then we've got the Lumberjack and Dead Fast boost on the mediums and hards. Driver 2, if you're starting P1 to P7, 3 mediums, 2 soft, 3 mediums, Dead Fast giving you that extra tyre life to be able to push as hard as you can on them mediums and softs. And then because of the tyre wear, we've got mediums and hards for the other driver positions with Dead Fast and Taurus. So that is your strategy guide for Jeddah, race 1 and 4. So give that a go and let me know how you get on with that strategy. For the next race, we have Abu Dhabi, so that makes a return in the GP series, and it is definitely looking at a grip tyre and a speed track. Now, the boosts that you can use, Dead Fast, Firework, Eagle, Jin and Taurus are all very good. And we've got the key overtaking spots listed below. So into the first corner up the inside, we've then got the hairpin, another inside move in turns 5. Turn 6 and 7 is where your speed boosts come in absolutely perfect, because you bomb it down the straight, you go in too fast and you end up flying through the turn 6 and what would be the exit of 7. You can go and do a really slow corner if it kind of pushes you out, but that is one of the best overtaking spots. You want to be pushing every time you go down that straight. So all the way through into turn 9, you'll notice it is the newer track update, but it's hard to get the old one, but there is overtaking spots through there as well. And then it's pretty tight all the way through, but turn 13 and turn 16 do represent some overtaking opportunities in Abu Dhabi. So here's your strategies for Abu Dhabi. So 3 soft, 2 soft. I like a 3 medium, but you can go 2 soft with Firework. So if you are running from the front, you can go to softs, but I just like to use all the fuel up on mediums. 4M, very good Dead Fast boost on that strategy. And that is the same for the second or the last stint for drivers 17 to 24 with hards as well. In UAE, like I said, 4M is the second best strategy around here. And then we've got some 5M, 3 softs, 5 hard, 3 softs. I've mentioned on the right-hand side what type of boosts I'm using across the strategies. So if you don't have the boost I've selected, you can go and find another one which is fairly decent. So because Jeddah is twice, we don't need to go through that again. We then have Canada, the final race of this strategy guide that I'm going to give you. And grip and tyre, very difficult track, and that's why there's a number of boosts available to use. We've got Jin, Skull, Eagle, Kauai, Taurus. What we're looking at is grip and tyre management, and also a bit of overtaking. Skull is a fantastic boost around here, and so is Kauai. So looking at the track, turns 1, you're coming down into turn 1, up the inside, and round turn 2. Turns 3 and 4 do hold a good opportunity, same as turn 6 up the inside. Notoriously, you want to get your moves out the way early, because later on in the race, when the back markers are in the way, you'll find the AI or your rival's car will take the overtaking line and make it so hard to overtake. So turn 8 has a decent overtaking spot, and then we get the hairpin. So the only way you're overtaking on that hairpin is if your rival car goes wide, you can push through the inside and block them out on the exit. And then turns 13, 14 for them last gas moves, avoiding the wall of champions and maybe securing that 47 point that you may be searching for. And then we have the strategies for Canada. So driver 1, it's going to be pretty much a one-stop. We've got a 4-soft 4M with Jin. Jin is good for holding up because it's got the blocking and also obviously grip. We've got Skull, which is very good for overtaking. One of the best boosts on here in Canada. So overtaking, cornering. You basically want, it's a very hard track, Canada, and it can go either way depending on your matchup. But you want to be pushing as hard as you can in the overtaking spots to try and maximise your effort of overtaking. And if you do that, the points will simply follow. I can't guarantee big points in Canada, but what I can guarantee you is you're set up correctly now to go forward and attack it. So I hope these guides have helped you. The last guide I did worked absolutely wonderful, and so many of you were reporting back P1 contenders, top 10 champs. It was absolutely amazing to see, and I hopefully can do the same with you again this week. So that is your qualifying done and dusted. Your GP guide is there. Let me know in the comments how you get on, and make sure you hit that subscribe button.